Guys, this is the spring and summer review of all the projects Reggie came up with, either planned or unplanned, or projects I came up with for Reggie to do, planned or unplanned, and even some of the projects I did without him, which are few in number. But this is a project he suggested that we do, which is this window box on the front of the house. And I think it is amazing. It does two things. It softens the front of the house, and it gives me another place to be creative with gardening. I love it. It has worked so well. I mean, and I'm impressed with how the plants do, but it's perfect for the size of the window and the house. And it was a great idea. He put it all together. There's a video out there too. And I'll put that in the description of when Reggie started the project and how he made it. Let's come on around the side of the house, because many projects that weren't planned, like this wonderful screen of the AC unit. I think Reggie did you just wake up one morning and say, I don't like looking at the AC unit, I'm going to use some scrap wood?
It was all scrap wood.
And build this.
And did it in a day.
I tell you, I love it. Reg loves it. And it gives me, I might next spring, if I don't plant something low, maybe I'll do something that might trellis up here and another space to garden, but it looks beautiful. The other big project that came about after a heavy rainstorm was putting in a whole new drainage area down the side of our yard. And if you have a drain problem, get on it this winter or spring. And Reg put in a 6-inch plastic drain pipe, corrugated, which comes down the side of this yard, and this drops 6 or 8 feet. And he dug a ditch, and it comes out and goes over the bank here. And I was able to plant this with construction grade grass. It's growing really well, but it really works. And here is the drain that is covered up right now with
leaves and
debris. But here is the entry for the water, and it has helped so much. We no longer have mud down on.
Well, if you'll remember, there was a wooden retaining wall there.
Oh,
I
forgot about that.
Yeah, I took that out too.
Right.
And wooden steps. We took all that out.
That's right. Yeah. Shoot, I'm so glad that you're behind the camera, because that's right, guys. And I'll put that video up, how we went from a wooden retaining wall that was beginning to rot due to all the water damage, wooden stairs where the rocks are now. And I love this. And because the water can, if we get any rain off, which we get some, it drains into these rock-based terrace steps. But this was all wood, and now it's beautiful. But this stone wall, gorgeous. How many days did you take to go hunting for all this rock?
I'm not going to say, but
I know. We repurpose a lot of stone in the county of Lewis. Yeah. And you can, I think. And I even asked, our neighbor works the Department of Highways, an engineer there. And he said, yes, you can take rock off the side of the road. And I said, okay. Although we're more discreet than just stopping on Route 19, getting out and putting it in the car.
I think we're a little more
discreet. But this is beautiful. This will be here long after we're not.
We're not.
We're not. But anyhow, great drainage, solving problems. We are discussing, and that just came about because of we had, such heavy rains, and it would always puddle here. The only reason we get puddling now is when this rain barrel, which is full again, thank goodness, overfills. And we're talking about, is there room for 2 rain barrels? I don't know. But one job leads to another. Not only did he do that, he came in here, and how much stone did we put in here?
5 ton.
5 ton of stone, which has made our storage area so dry, so compact, so neat and tidy. And then he didn't stop there. He painted the whole wall to the entry to his studio, and it just is so much better than what it was. It made us touch everything once with our hands. We got rid of a lot of stuff, and it cleaned up the area so well, and everything is drier. Come on down this way.
Like you said, one thing leads to another.
It does.
Well, as long as I'm getting stone for the terrace steps, I might as well. I always wanted to put some stone down underneath, and then it just
And we did. We
and
cleaned it
boom.
up. And whatever was left over, he gave to a friend who helped fix up his own extra place to park a car. Now, in this stairway, things weren't planned for a new handrail, but on the day that John's tree service, when John came to cut the 3 branches out of the tree, that was a terrific project that we had been dragging our feet on. We wanted to either cut the tree down, which was a decision for me to make. There were 3 large branches that were dead and very scary, that we were told that if the wind caught them, they would only fall towards the house and probably hit the roof. So John was on the street one day doing some work for a neighbor, and he came over. He said, I can do it. And we trust him with our life. And if you watch that project, amazing team, no damage to anything. But on his way down,
I had a wooden handrail there.
oh, there was a wooden handrail. He's walking down. All of a sudden, the wooden handrail falls to the ground. No one was injured. And the next day, Reg, he goes, I've got this. He fixed it. And with a
black iron pipe, yeah.
Black iron pipe, which I love. It adds a modern look to this stairway. But the nicest thing is those large dead branches are gone, and this tree was given a little more life. It's 60 some years old. Isn't that what we decided? Because that was 30 when we moved here. That tree was 60, this one was 30, and we've been here 29 years. So we've given that tree some life. You know, if you have things that need to be done, don't put them off. You feel so much better. You know, you need to save a little money for it, but it's well worth it, because we had some tree. We had another part of the tree removed 2 years ago. I did the interviews, and I believe this person could really get done what we wanted to get done, because the branch fell into the river, and we didn't want those big branches in our river because people fish on this river and it's an eyesore. He said, I can do it. So he comes with his 12-year-old daughter, and the story was that Reg and I ended up finishing up the project, taking the tree out of the river, getting rid of the branches.
It was a mess, but we got through it.
We got through it, and you learn a lot, that you need to call the people that you can rely on, that have done it all their lives. So we did. You learn. The other project Reggie surprised me with was this beautiful fern leaf.
Oh, and a scrap wood.
Yeah,
that I had laying around.
That was just for no good reason. He just wanted something to do, and I didn't know what he was doing. In a day, you did this, and I love it. It really gave some weight to this entry that we bring the lawnmower in and out of. The other thing he did, and I'm on the fence about this project, to make it easier to get the lawnmower up the hill, is he did put in just steps so that a person can just push the mower up the hill. And I've got it, I put contractor grade lawn mix on here, and you can see some of the grass is growing, and I have not brought the mower down here for the final mowing. And I've talked with my neighbor Mary that I can use her side yard to bring it in so that I don't disturb the seed that's on there. And
yeah, we'll look at it in spring.
We'll look at it in the spring. I think it'll really work.
I think
but we just have to.
It works for me.
We just have to get it unmuddy. Oh, Reggie, you do it. But you don't have the mower in front of you. Yeah, that's the hard part, is pushing that mower with it. But that did make it easier, though, the day I did it, even in the slippy, slidey mud. So another project not planned. This came out of the tree project, because the men, there's no way to get any machinery in our backyard, including the mower, that I gave them a shovel. I said, if you need to put steps into this hillside to carry those large limbs and what was left, the trash from the tree, just dig holes in here, because there were how many men here? 4 or 5?
5, yeah.
And the only way they could carry those limbs and the pieces of wood out was up this embankment, and they did that, and I thought, oh, that's a smart move. We should do that. And oh, it's slick. Let's get off this hillside.
I've got the
Anyhow,
wrong shoes on today.
yeah,
That's what
but
it is.
anyhow, Reggie did it, and I think it will work. Not every project that you think of turns out exactly how you want it to, but it does serve the purpose, and it's going to serve the purpose. I just haven't gotten to use it. And then the last project that we did in early spring, and I loved the process of finding the stones with Judy and Mike over in Upshur County, being on their gorgeous farm, was taking the grass that was under this tree that never really grew, and it was just a hassle to get the mower over because this large willow, the roots are all over the place. So that was a project that took a couple days, and all I did here, and I love it, it's holding up so well. But I just took the grass that was here off, I raked out the dirt, I didn't put any kind of weed suppressant cloth down or sand. This is just laid in soil, in which I laid each stone to where it didn't wobble. And then I came back through and used polymeric sand in the crevices, mainly just to suppress the weeds and help settle the stones. Because with these uneven edges and the unevenness of the ground, I knew that the stones, the polymeric sand, may not be as good of a binder as it is on a paver unit like we've done up by the rain barrel, where everything is squared, and Reg took the time to put sand down up there and everything was level. But this has really held up, and it's done what I wanted. So I love how it looks. It has brought everything together from the stone walls that were terraced and has given weight to this area with this really large tree. So those were all the projects that we didn't really plan, and a couple we did from 2022, spring, summer, and fall. So now we have all winter to think up something else to do.
And I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Yeah, I probably. The more, I watch garden videos every day too, and I'm inspired, and I hope we can inspire you with our few projects. And we thank you for watching us. And I'm going to go upstairs, have a cup of coffee, and maybe start thinking about next winter. Not yet, because we have Indian summer for the next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.